What if I told you that some of the greatest lessons about life, loyalty, courage, and love don't come from books, don't come from motivational speakers, and don't come from the most successful people in the world? What if the purest lessons come from a creature that never speaks a single word? A dog. Not because dogs are perfect, but because they are real. Completely real. In a world full of masks, dogs are honest. In a world full of ego, dogs are humble. In a world where people leave when things get difficult, dogs stay. And maybe that's why their presence feels different. Because when a dog looks at you, it doesn't see your mistakes. It doesn't see your failures. It doesn't care about your money, your status, your appearance, or your past. A dog sees your heart. And somehow that changes everything. Think about how many people only stay around when life is easy, when you're successful, when you're smiling, when you're useful to them. But dogs stay when you have nothing left. When you're tired, when you're depressed, when the entire world feels heavy. They stay beside you in silence, as if they're saying, you don't have to face this alone. And that kind of loyalty is rare. Because loyalty isn't staying when things are perfect. Anyone can do that. Loyalty is staying when things fall apart. A dog understands that naturally. No speeches, no promises, no conditions, just loyalty. Dogs teach us something most humans forget. Love is action. Not words, not social media posts, not empty promises. Action. Dog shows love every single day through patience, protection, and presence. They wait for you by the door. They sit beside you when you cry. They celebrate your return like it's the greatest moment of their life, even if you were only gone for 10 minutes. And maybe that sounds small until you realize how powerful it is to make someone feel important. Dogs do that naturally. They remind people they matter. You know what's incredible? A dog can experience pain, abandonment, neglect, and fear and still choose love. Think about that carefully. Some dogs are abandoned by the very people they trusted most. Some are left alone, hungry, ignored, forgotten. And yet, when someone finally shows them kindness, their tail still wags, their heart still opens, they still trust again. That takes courage. Real courage. Because it's easy to love when life has been easy. It's easy to trust when you've never been hurt. But to love again after pain, to trust again after betrayal, that's strength. Dogs live that strength every day. Humans often think strength means dominance, being feared, being emotionally cold, never showing weakness. But dogs prove something different. True strength is remaining gentle in a hard world. True strength is protecting others without needing recognition. True strength is staying loyal when nobody is watching. And true strength is having every reason to become bitter, but choosing love instead. That's the spirit of a dog. Look at how dogs live in the present moment. They don't spend their entire lives worrying about tomorrow. They don't replay every mistake from 5 years ago. They don't waste energy pretending to be someone else. They enjoy simple things. A walk, fresh air, the sound of your voice, a ball thrown across the field, a moment beside someone they love, simple things. And somehow they find happiness there. Meanwhile, humans spend years chasing bigger houses, more money, more attention, more validation, thinking happiness is always somewhere else. But dogs remind us that joy is often already in front of us, in the little moments, the quiet moments, the real moments. A dog never asks, "Are you successful enough to deserve love?" A dog never says, "Come back when you're stronger." A dog never leaves because you're struggling. Instead, they stay close during your darkest moments. And sometimes their silent presence heals more than words ever could. That's why so many people say their dog saved them. Not because the dog solved every problem, but because the dog gave them a reason to keep going. A reason to wake up. A reason to move forward. A reason to believe that love still exists. And honestly, that can save a life. Dogs also teach discipline. Every day they wake up ready to move, ready to explore, ready to live. They don't sit around complaining about yesterday. They get up with energy, curiosity, and spirit. And there's something inspiring about that, because life becomes heavy when people lose their spirit, when they stop being curious, when they stop appreciating the day in front of them. Dogs never stop appreciating life. Rain or sunshine, good day or bad day, they still find reasons to wag their tail. Imagine living with that mindset. Imagine waking up every morning grateful simply to be alive. There's another lesson dogs teach better than humans: forgiveness. Dogs forgive quickly. Humans hold on to anger for years. Ego, resentment, pride. But dogs? The moment love returns, they open their heart again. It doesn't mean pain never happened. It means love mattered more. And maybe humanity needs more of that. Not weakness, not allowing abuse, but learning how to let go of hatred before it destroys us. Because hatred changes people. It makes hearts cold. It steals peace. It turns life into constant war. Dogs don't live that way. They move forward. Watch a dog protect its family. No hesitation, no calculation, just instinctive love. And isn't that amazing? The smallest dog will stand in front of danger for the people it loves. Not because it believes it's invincible, but because love makes it brave. That's courage. Courage isn't the absence of fear. Courage is moving forward despite fear, and dogs understand that naturally. Some of the strongest people in the world have cried next to a dog. Athletes, soldiers, workers, parents, people carrying invisible pain. Because dogs create a kind of safety that humans often fail to give each other. No judgment, no expectations, just connection. Pure connection. And in today's world, that's rare. People are surrounded by technology, notifications, opinions, and noise, yet so many feel alone. But a dog can sit beside someone silently and make them feel understood without saying anything. That's powerful. One day, every dog grows old. The walks become slower, the energy fades, the face turns gray. But even then, their love never changes. Even in pain, they still wag their tail when they see you. Even in weakness, they still try to stay close. And maybe that's one of the hardest lessons dogs teach us. Life is temporary. The moments we take for granted today will someday become memories. That walk, that bark, that excitement when you open the door. One day, you would give anything to experience it one more time. So appreciate it now. Appreciate the people who love you now. Appreciate the moments happening right now. Because time moves fast, too fast. Dogs don't care about fame. They don't care about luxury. They don't care about being admired by strangers. All they really want is love, connection, purpose, and time with the people they care about. And maybe after everything humanity has built, achieved, invented, and chased, maybe that's still what matters most for humans too. Not status, not ego, not perfection. Connection, real connection. So when life becomes difficult, remember the dog. When people doubt you, keep going like the dog. When the world becomes cold, keep your heart warm like the dog. When fear tells you to stop, be brave like the dog. When success changes people around you, stay loyal like the dog. And when life gives you pain, don't let it destroy your ability to love. Because that is real strength. Not becoming harder, but remaining good in a world that constantly tries to make you cold. Maybe dogs were never just animals. Maybe they were reminders. Reminders that love still exists, that loyalty still exists, that joy can still exist in simple moments. Reminders that life isn't about becoming the most important person in the room. It's about becoming someone whose presence makes others feel safe, valued, and loved. Dogs do that naturally, every single day. And maybe that's why losing a dog hurts so deeply. Because they leave paw prints somewhere no one else can reach. The soul. So love deeply. Stay loyal. Protect the people you care about. Enjoy the small moments. Forgive faster. Live fully. And no matter how hard life becomes, never lose the heart of a dog. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed the video, leave a like and subscribe. Stay positive, stay motivated, and keep learning from animals.